What's up, fam? It's Modern Day Caveman. Yo, I know I've been missing in action, man, but I had to take some me time. Bottom line, I had to take some me time. I felt myself starting to get overwhelmed. There was a lot going on, and I needed to back up and take an assessment of where I was at mentally. I realized that if I don't handle myself and take care of my mental health, then I make bad decisions. When I feel stressed or overwhelmed, I make bad decisions. Or I had did it in the past. So I had to step back, reconnect with myself, reconnect with God. Not that our connection was lost, but I wanted to reestablish my bond with the Father. And I just had to just get myself together, man. And I'm glad that I did that, because now I wasn't really in a bad place, but I'm in a better place than what I was a couple days ago. And so I had to step away from you guys. I just really did. I had to step away and I had to get myself together. And I couldn't be here. I couldn't be here doing this. It was just not healthy for me. And I'm not going to apologize for it. We'll move forward though. So, and I don't know if you remember or not, but I told you before that this reporter from NBC-News.com had contacted me and said that she had seen my video and wanted to know if I wanted to tell my story, if I wanted to have a story. And I was like, yeah, I got a story. I'll tell it. I'm an open book. And so she was like, yeah. So she asked me for some information from me. We talked for a couple hours, and she asked me for some phone numbers from my children and a couple of my friends, people that I work for. And so I was like, okay, I didn't think nothing of it. So she calls me back, like this was weeks ago. So she calls me back the other day and was like, hey, we're going to publish that story. And I was like, what? She said, yeah, I sent it to my editors and they're going to run with it. And they'll be posting this weekend. So that was last weekend. So I was like, wow. So I looked for it on the weekend and it didn't post. So I was like, I knew that was, I was like, that was just too good to be true. Like I was going to get national exposure, really. So I said, okay, well, after the weekend, I think I contacted her Monday and was like, hey, I didn't see the article. I guess, they decided not to go with it. And she was like, oh, no, they're going with it. She was like, yeah, they're going with it. But they just need some pictures. They need some pictures of you. So send me a couple pictures. So I sent her a couple pictures, and she would ask for a close-up. So I sent her some close-ups. And so I sent them to her. And she was like maybe about the next day, she contacted me. She was like, yeah, no, those pictures aren't going to do. They didn't like those pictures. So I was like, oh, okay. So she was like, so they're going to send a photographer down to you. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, they're going to send a photographer. You'll be getting contacted by a professional photographer, and they're going to come, they're going to schedule, set up an appointment with you. And I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, yeah, they're going to want to, take pictures of me. I was like, so I was like, okay. I said, well, I got to talk to my employers and see if it's okay with my employers. So, later on that day, the photographer calls me up, and sure enough, she wants to come to my job, and she wants to take pictures of me at work, and take pictures of my video setup, what I'm using to record these videos, and she wants to meet my parents, and so we got a day set she's coming today at 4:00, and I've already talked to my employers, and they're absolutely, my employers are great people. I love my job. And so, and then I called my mom, and so those of you that know my mom, I said, hey mom, I told her what's going on, and she was like, well, she's going to spend the day with you? You guys coming here? I said, yeah. She said, well, tell her to come on. Well, we'll feed her. I was like, what? Oh yeah. She said, yeah, we'll feed her. She'll love us by the time she leaves. I was like, okay. Oh, mom, man, God bless you, mom. I love you to death. I love you to death, man. What's up, mom? Hey, Luke. Okay, so that's what's going on. Then the other day, Thursday, a friend of mine from the church, man, he took me to the Cracker Barrel, right? And I've seen those signs all along the highway all my life. Like I remember, like whenever we would travel, we would go past and we'd see these Cracker Barrel signs, man. And I was like, Cracker Barrel? What the heck is a Cracker Barrel? You know, I'm thinking like Cracker Barrel, like there's so many different ways that can go, Cracker Barrel. So I'm like, okay, so he meets me there, and it's like literally right across the street. Like I'm looking at the sign right now. But so we go there, and I ended up telling my testimony. I'm at the table crying. I'm such a crybaby, I promise you, I'm such a crybaby, especially when it comes to talking about God. So I tell him my story, and we go back and forth, and I think we've got a good connection, man. I loved him. I loved the conversation, and as we were leaving, we were walking out, and he was telling me about his wife. He was like, you know, I was talking to my wife, and she was wondering what did he say? He said, yeah, I wonder if it's a good idea to take my black friend to the Cracker Barrel. I was like, that was priceless. I was like, yeah. I said, there's a bunch of, like, you know, I said, there's a bunch. I ain't trying to offend anybody, but we were joking, and I got a great sense of humor. So, I'm just gonna tell you what I told him back, and I said, yep, because it was so full of crackers in there. We was like, it was just like we was just joking, man. But he got to pray for me, man, and man, that was good. That was really good, and I'm proud, and I'm glad that God introduced us, man. I'm proud to know him. I'm proud to say that he's my friend, and I can't wait to see him again today, man. I'll give him a hug. So I'm going to church today. What's up, Rush City? I'm coming today. I got an eventful day planned today. I swear, I think I need to get myself an agent, man, because like my time. That's why I was saying I was overwhelmed, because my time is the most. That's the most precious commodity that I own, is my time, and how I choose to invest it shows where my priorities are. So I needed to take some time, right? And I got to do better at my time management. I really do. I have to do better at my time management. But it's coming along. But I just, man, it's going to take me a minute to kind of get back into the groove of things, because, like I said, I was getting overwhelmed, and now I'm kind of leery about what I was doing and how exposed that I was making myself. But I want my life to be an open book, and so I got an idea. I'm thinking about, I really want to do a live stream, and I was wondering if you guys would like to have that. Like, would you like to have a live thing where you could talk to me and ask me questions, and I can answer them like right back? You know, there's no questions that is off the table. Also, I tell you guys, I want to tell you my name, my actual name, for those of you that don't know my name, and you can actually look me up and see my criminal record, you know, if you want to call it that. But like, I'll give you my real name, and that's for those of you that don't know me. But if you think that's a good idea, you know, comment, right? Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell. Ding! And Dex, hey, this message is specifically for you. My internet went out that night, and I couldn't get back in contact with you. But at the same time, that was the night that I realized that I was getting overwhelmed. So I just stepped back. No, nothing personal. It wasn't nothing personal with you. It was nothing you did, man. So just know that it wasn't nothing. I'll be contacting you very soon, right? Because we still got some things to do. And for those of you who don't know, I'm working on my video editing, and I'm trying to get the channel to look more professional. And we're working on a logo and an intro and a couple other things. So it's going to get better. Just bear with me. It's a learning curve. You know, I'm learning. I'm new to this. I haven't been out 2 months yet, and I'm still doing what I'm doing. So I just want you to know that you should stay encouraged and remember, always remember that God loves you and so do I. Peace. One love.